Bfstv. I'm Matt Monero, and today I'm driving the train myself because our founder and fearless leader Rick Sapia was on the road traveling. One of the things that Rick and I need from you, the entire tribe within Business Finishing School needs from you, is we need support. We need you to like our stuff. We need you to give us comments. We need you to ask us questions. So don't be afraid to subscribe, to like, and to feed your comments into this. And we promise you we will get immediately back to you with our answers and our results and our commentary to help you get better. Let's get into today's episode. I bet that if I went to your house and I looked in your garage, there would be lots of unfinished projects. It happens to all of us. I mean, we have unfinished business. Whether it maybe is the lawnmower that didn't get fixed or the hedge clippers that didn't get sharpened. I don't know what else might be going in your garage. Maybe it's a classic car that was torn apart and never put back together. It's a part of life. Unclosing circles. But the result of not closing circles is very, very detrimental to your business, and I actually think to your life. Because we are creative people for the most part as entrepreneurs, as business owners. And unfortunately what happens is that we get the idea and then the idea floats away. And in the modules at Business Finishing School, we teach you this parking lot concept where we actually ask you to take that idea, write it down immediately and put it into your parking lot file folder so you don't forget it. But I'd like to go a step further on the episode today that says, I want you to develop a close the circle mindset. It means when the idea comes in and it makes sense and the circle gets started, I want you to have the confidence to close it all the way. Because until you close it all the way, the value and the benefit doesn't get created. And so if you just click the link that accompanies this episode, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's a simple one-page form, and it just helps you in, I have an idea or a goal, and I want to track it along the process, and I want to actually see the circle get closed. Because when we don't close circles, lots of things can happen. Number one, in business, it can allow time for a competitor to get in. It actually, how many times you've done it? Oh my gosh, I thought about that, but I just didn't act on it. I just didn't close the circle, and now somebody else did it. Maybe in your investments, you're like, man, if I had just bought that corner lot 20 years ago, could you imagine what it would be worth today? Yeah, it's exactly true, but somebody else did it. Someone else closed the circle, and they locked and loaded on it. So the message for today on the episode is, begin to understand the power of the idea gen popping in, dropping it into this form, the close the circle form, and then staying with it until the circle gets closed. Now here's what I really want to tell you. I have developed a relationship with a billionaire here in Dallas, and he actually wanted to buy my company a couple years ago. And so he called me up and said, Matt, I want you to come down to my office. I want to talk about buying your company. I said, great. I go down to the office. Literally within 10 minutes, we knew that it wasn't a great fit from an acquisition standpoint. The reality is my company finances very good credit transportation companies, and he wants a company that finances subprime transportation companies. He wants big, fat interest rates on his deals, and we operate on relatively small spreads. So inherently, it wasn't a good fit. But I remember something from that meeting where he said, Matt, how many projects are going on in your office at any given time? And I wanted to impress this billionaire, so I said, 50. And he goes like this, no. He says, take a guess at how many projects are going on in my office at any given time. I said, I don't know, 10, 15? He said, 1 or 2, that's it. He says, we pick the project, we pour 100% of our resources into it, and we close the deal. We wrap it up. And he says, if we can do that once a week for 52 weeks, we will achieve 52 milestones a year, 52 initiatives, 52 projects. And he says, that's how you move the needle in your business. So I leave you with that. Develop this mindset that says if you can think it, it's really only one step in the process. You've got to get all the way to the end to close the circle. Now, as we finish this episode, I want to remind you, BFS Summit, if you haven't gotten your tickets, you need to. BFS Summit, February 22, 23, and 24. Tim Story keynoting. Elena Cardone keynoting. I'm keynoting. Dustin Barton's keynoting. Rick is keynoting. Rand Stagen is keynoting. Jim Shields is keynoting. Dr. Ivan Meisner is keynoting. I mean, we're bringing you transformational people that are going to help build out the roadmap of how to make 2019 the best year you've ever had. And we'll see you in Dallas, February 22.